Let's turn some lights on. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. We're reading Tarot Live. It's, let's see, it's the 22nd of December. Happy birthday to anyone whose birthday happens to be today. Yeah, I'm excited to get started, folks. We've got 9 viewers at the moment. And thank you for those of you who've liked the video already. That's, that's a very nice sign of trust. I appreciate it. So, folks, let's have a little read for our first question already. J. Nelson 7 is asking, oh, I've got the wrong card up. Let's change that, folks. Let's go with chat card. That's better. So just a little reminder, and thank you, Silkweaver. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you dropping by to say hello. Thank you very, very much. And hello, Paul's Path. That's cool. Hi. Very glad you made it too. And let's see. No need, Jay Nelson, but just a little reminder that I'm here mostly to answer your questions, but as a side effect, it's the reason is to gather some money to help me to get a place of my own and end my days of living on the couch, which I thought were long behind me. So that would be very, very nice. Thank you, Holly Finch. Okay. Yeah, do you know, I think this is a length that kind of feels okay for me. It's like, it's not clean shaven. It's not, it's, you know, it's not an actual beard. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like on the screen. Maybe it just looks a bit unkempt. I'm not sure. Not sure. But in real life, it kind of looks okay. I don't know if it works as a video thing. I'm really not sure. So I don't know. I'm getting strange reactions from strangers on the street, right? It seems like I'm getting some very flattering looks from lady folk, and I'm getting some pretty threatening looks from the men. So I don't know. I really don't know what to do at this point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't love the clean-shaved look. We'll see. Anyway, let's get a read, folks, for Jay Nelson, who is talking to someone new. She started having feelings for Jay Nelson, but I feel lately she has been leading me on. What are her intentions towards me? And when will she message or call me next? Oh, my heart goes out to you, Jay Nelson. There's that kind of instability is it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? It kind of yeah, kind of makes everything else take a back seat while you kind of get rattled. It's not fun. So let's take a look at what the cards say about this tough situation for you. And really, I'm sorry you're going through this. What are this someone new's intentions towards Jay Nelson? And when will she message or call next? Oh, boy. It's not fair, is it? You know, being put on hold like that. You know, and kind of, yeah, and then, like, you know, you've got the rest of your life to live, and you're kind of waiting for a phone call, and you're waiting for a breadcrumb. It's not fun. It's not fun. My personal recommendation to you is to make your boundaries known as early as possible. to let this person know, listen, it really doesn't work for me when you do this. However you want to put it, it's not fun. It's and you're not going to be able to show up in an authentic, happy way if you're constantly anxious and worried that you just don't know where you stand, right? It's not fun. On the other hand, you don't want to seem needy and stuff. I know what it's like, I know. Let's see, we've got the, Ten of Swords and King of Cups. Clearly, this is it's devastating. it's a really, really destructive situation, especially for a King of Cups. You know, somebody who's very much in their feelings, very much in your emotions. It's possible that you're maybe an anxious attacher and feel a need for validation through the eyes of someone else, and possibly one of the reasons why you put up with this. I don't know the extent to which you're putting up with this. I don't know, but let's continue with this. Let's continue with this read. The way you see it is, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed and the Three of Wands upright. You're like, okay, well, where is this going? The fact that you can't make plans is sapping your energy. You want to make plans. You want to look ahead. You want to, get an idea of what this is. Because you're missing that information, because you're missing the other side's input, it makes making those plans very difficult, and it is energy sapping. It's it's tough. If things continue going the way they're going, you're going to find a lot of passion, of course, a lot of passion, right? And we can talk about that in a second, but not a lot of stability. We've got the Princess of Wands upright, a lot of passion, great spark, just feelings all over the place, but no stability. It's the Knight of Coins reversed. The Knight of Coins is all about stability. It's all about knowing where you stand, right? And that's reversed. Like it's missing. And that's something that maybe you can handle really well. Maybe you love the lack of stability, but reading your question, I've got a feeling like that might not be quite the case. And of course, let's talk a little bit about that passion, right? It's important to recognize the difference between love and addiction, and the addiction to someone who breadcrumbs us is something that I experienced quite recently, and you get you become very, very anxious, right? When there's no communication, like there's missing communication, just mixed messages, that kind of stuff. And you read the positive messages and you're like, oh yes, this is amazing. And so like it's endorphins, right? Literally the feel good hormones and chemicals inside you, just making you feel so happy whenever they reach out, when it happens. And then it's, the moments when there's no reaching out and you've got no idea where you're standing, and it's, instead of endorphins, you get cortisol, like the stress hormone, and it starts feeling worse and worse and worse and worse. And then there's like this breadcrumb, and you're like, yes, okay, we're back. Life is good again. And that kind of roller coaster of positive and negative, very strong mood changes, let's call them that, for the purpose of YouTube safety, It is a heavy addiction. It's a heavy addiction, but you need to decide, you need to notice, right, if this is something that that you're comfortable with, or if it rather is something that is bad for you, you know, something that that's getting in the way of your life. So that's just like my the stuff that I've been learning over the past couple of months. So I'm just sharing. All right, and then in terms of your recommendations, yeah, we've got the Six of Wands for you and the Princess of Coins. The Six of Wands is reversed, and so the Six of Wands is the card of triumph, right? Yes, success and having arrived, kind of thing, right? And that's reversed, and so it seems like the cards are recommending that you take the view that this isn't an established thing yet. You're still in the very early stages, checking out if this person is in fact good for you. Yeah, so remember that that's where you are in the building stage of this potential relationship, but it doesn't sound like it's a relationship yet, since you're experiencing uncertainty. And the Princess of Coins, look, here she is, the Princess of Coins. I love showing this card, it's so beautiful. The Princess of Coins represents it's very much a Taurian card. It's very much about earthy qualities, and therefore we're talking about stability. Yeah, and because it's the Princess of Coins, it's the early phases of stability. So it's the early phases of stability that you need to be looking out for at this point, trying to harness, trying to establish, right? So just possibly looking into the mechanics of how to establish boundaries safely and in a way that's not going to be a problem, but nevertheless that is going to keep you safe. It can be a boundary with yourself simply, right? So, you know, knowing what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with, that kind of stuff. There we go. That seems to be the general read for you. There, Jay Nelson. I hope that is helpful for you to a degree. All right, let's have a read of a few. Oh my goodness, loads and loads of messages. Let's see. You're very welcome, Jay Nelson. Greetings, very happy Mondays. Let's see. DG pole dance, will my career stay the same in 2026? All right, let's find out. Just a little reminder, folks, if you want to be absolutely certain that I will read your question, please pop it into a super chat, and I will prioritize your question. All right, super chat for whatever amount, doesn't matter. Just it's kind of the point of these live readings for me, trying to raise some money to move flats. There we go, so that I can leave this flat to my soon-to-be ex-wife and my son, and that I can move into a place of my own, and where I can actually receive my son, and that I can leave to my son when I move on. and yeah, he has disabilities, so it would be a good situation for him. That's the general plan. I'm here for as long as it takes, living on the sofa, for as long as it takes for me to raise the money for a deposit on a new flat. I'm hoping it's not going to take too long, but yeah, there we go. That's the general idea here. So let's see. Will DG Pole Dance's career stay the same in 2026? Hello, everyone joining. Yeah, are you spiritual? That's right. Just into Yule, feeling the solstice. Deep times indeed, yeah. Happy Christmas, one of Flockis. One of Loki's, of course. All right. Let's see about your career. Okay. That's interesting. The general energy here is the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess reversed. That's interesting because the Seven of Swords can be about hidden intentions, that kind of stuff, whereas the High Priestess is talking about secrets. So I think the combination here is saying that the Seven of Swords is not about hidden intentions, but rather about doing what is good for you. All right, can represent, you know, like a sneaky energy, but it can also represent just looking after yourself, you know, not caring about other people, just making sure that you are okay. And sometimes when it's not something that you're used to doing, that's exactly what you need to do, right? So let's see. The way you're thinking about it is the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. So you clearly want to move away, right? It's clear that you're not getting the satisfaction that you're after at the moment. You're waiting for that satisfaction. You're hoping that the satisfaction will come. And so you're kind of putting up with your current situation, but there is definitely a sense that you want to move away from where you currently are. Let's see, what do you have in the near future if you change nothing? Well, we've got the Four of Wands and we've got the Ace of Wands. The Four of Wands is reversed. And the Four of Wands is, you know, a happy family. It's, you know, can represent marriage, but it's generally just a card of joy, yeah, or at least, you know, material having arrived, that kind of thing, right? And it's reversed, yeah. So it does seem like, you know, that happy ending doesn't seem to be quite on the cards there. That said, with the Ace of Wands, it does seem like there is still more that this position can teach you. It seems like there is still more energy to be derived from this current career path. Let's see. In terms of your recommendations, we've got the Nine of Swords reversed, as in, don't overthink this, don't spend time worrying about it. I'll grab a couple of cards, a couple of extra cards to find out exactly why you're being told not to worry about it. Like, is it safe to not worry about it, right? And we've got the Queen of Cups as well, suggesting that maybe your attitude to the job is causing some of your stress. I don't know. The Queen of Cups is tends to be a female, but of course the Queen of Cups, male people, masculine people can absolutely turn up at as the Queen of Cups. I turn up as the Queen of Cups quite regularly, yeah, it is very much about emotion, about sensuality, about the love interest, you know. I'm talking in terms of Hollywood tropes, you know, where very often the main character is male, but of course, you know, if we're talking in terms of like romantic novels, then it would be the main character and so on, right? So very much the the person who is good at the things around love. Yeah, and this is reversed. So so I don't know. There is. It seems like this approach is not right at the moment. So I don't know. Maybe there's another job that you're considering that would involve you being in that energy. At which point you'd be recommended to not go ahead with that. Not for the moment, at least. Right? I don't know if this makes sense, but there we go. That's what I've got for you today. There's a new super chat. Thank you so much, Fratus Beef. No questions, just wishing you a blessed Christmas, Fratus Beef. Thank you so much, and paying back a little for all the invaluable spiritual insight you put out there. It's so very kind. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll take another couple of non-super chat questions in the meantime. Yeah, just a little reminder, folks, that if you'd like to be absolutely certain that I take your question, yeah, just pop it into a super chat, a couple of dollars. It's fine. Just every penny counts at this point. I know that every penny counts for absolutely everyone, and many of you have probably probably maxed out credit cards at this time of year. I know what it's like, so yeah, please don't worry. That's all good, but I really, really appreciate it, Fratus, please, so kind. Let's see. Hello from Woodstock. Hello, Beta. Excited for what comes up today. Yeah, hello, Foolish Fish. Happy Christmas to you too. One of Loki's, yes, strangeness from strangers. Maybe. Is that something I said? Doing sorry. Okay. Hello, Sauron the Observer. Miss Mims. Hey Denny, are you still adding videos to the Esoteric Sundays? Or the Esoteric Saturdays? I haven't been. This year has been insane for me. But I had some insight over the weekend, and I've realized that where my heart is right now is looking into how magic can help people with ADHD. There we go. I did a poll on my Discord. It's still running. It's going to be running for the next week. If any of you watching are on the Discord, head over to this Discord, folks, and take the poll in the new channel that I've just created called ADHD under psychology. And yeah, it turns out quite a lot of people in the community do have ADHD, and I think that what can be useful for people with ADHD can probably be useful for people without ADHD as well. But it gives me a little bit of a focus, you know, it gives me a little bit of an angle, because I'm not a scholar, you know, I experience stuff and I tell you about the stuff that I experience. I then go and research, why did I experience this, you know, who has experienced this kind of stuff and what did they call it, and then I share that stuff with you, or that's rather what I have done in the past. But that's not really what I'm good at, you know. I'm good at sharing personal experiences. It's what I'm good at, it's what I enjoy doing, it's what I'm passionate about, because I think that if you can hear about other people's experiences, when those experiences come up for you, then you know you're not alone. You know what to do with that experience, and maybe you just feel seen. I don't know, whatever it might be. So that's kind of what I'm intending to do in January. There will be a best of 10 best books of 2025. But I think I'm even going to move away from book reviews. I'm still going to do the news, don't worry, I love doing the news. But I kind of started doing the news like 5 years ago, precisely to stop doing book reviews. Because, I mean, you've probably noticed my heart's not really into those book reviews anymore. It's not bringing in any views. It takes up a huge amount of my time, and I don't get to read books that I enjoy reading because I'm constantly reading whatever the latest book is, right? So I never get to really choose the books that I'm reading, and you can tell I care about reading like a lot, you know. So yeah, there's going to be fewer book reviews. Definitely fewer book reviews in the new year, if any. You know, I'm going to finish my to read pile. I think there's like 1 or 2 more books on their ways. You know, shipping over from America takes many weeks, so that's definitely a thing. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the book reviews. But I think that you can expect a lot more guided visualizations. I think that's a big thing that I'm enjoying doing so much with the classes at the moment, the guided visualizations. So you can expect a lot of those. I've even been not just toying with the idea. I'm about to launch this as a service, a personalized guided visualization. So you can tell me what effect you're after, and I will, more than just that, right? We'll have a little consultation, like a little chat, a short chat, possibly just an email, but you'll answer a few questions about what entities you like working with, what entities you don't like working with, if any, right? If what stage you feel like you're at in your practice and things like this, and I will devise a personalized guided meditation. I'll call you on Zoom. We'll set to record, and I will guide you. I will do a one-to-one guided meditation, and you can just wait for the recording to arrive, and you can just listen to that as often as you like, to reinforce the magical pathways that we'll be establishing during that guided meditation. So that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to doing in the new year. I obviously want to make a few just to be enjoyed by anyone kind of thing, right? So let's take a look at the next question. We've got Very Happy Mondays. Thank you so much, Very Happy Mondays, for your super chat. If things continue as they are, is 2026 a beneficial year for relocation? Is the I Ching appropriate for this query? Thank you. Let's check the I Ching. I think you're quite right, Very Happy Mondays. I think that it is indeed a perfectly appropriate tool for this query. Let me just set those tarot cards aside, and we'll do a read on the I Ching to find out if 2026 is going to be a beneficial year for relocation. Let's find out. I'm just going to boot up the Deepware Changes application, only available on Android, unfortunately, and not on the Play Store. You'll need to download the APK. Just do a Google search for Deepware Changes. And I'm just going to focus on the question for a second. Please bear with me. Here we go. And one more. There we go. All right, let's take a look. We've got the cauldron, transformation. Coarse things have to be refined. Wood must be carved. The animal must become human. The human must become divine. Developing consciousness needs intense dedication. So it's about evolution, right? And getting self-sublimation. The first step to purification is to remove the dirt. A shotgun wedding ends the teenage years. That's a funny way of putting that. The more you limit, second changing line, so personal message here. The more you limit to your own achievements, I've got to be careful because there seems to be a translation issue here. The more you limit to your own achievements, the less harm the petty can do on you. The more you limit to your own achievements, the less harm the petty can do on you. This isn't helpful at all, I Ching. You're usually so helpful. And today, what? I'm going to reread. I'm sorry, I Ching, if I was a little bit distracted there. This isn't helpful at all. Let's find. Let me just refocus, because I am a little distracted. It's true. So forgive me. Very Happy Mondays is trying to relocate. Is 2026 a beneficial year for doing that? Let's see. Hexagram 22. Grace. True beauty reveals its underlying structure. False beauty is a mere bundle of ornaments. Ethics is more important than aesthetics. Serious issues are not suitable for jokes. All right. Okay. Are you telling me off for telling you off? Let's see. We've got two changing lines. Accepting a gift may lead to an unwanted commitment. This may be relevant to you. Accepting a gift may lead to an unwanted commitment. The next one goes like this. The highest form of beauty is that which reveals the essence. Ornaments are not needed. Again, this doesn't seem like your read. Maybe the I Ching is not the right tool for you. This seems to be a read for someone else. Well, whoever it is that this is for, true beauty reveals its underlying structure, and I will do a tarot read for you, Very Happy Mondays, okay? True beauty reveals its underlying structure. False beauty is a mere bundle of ornaments. Ethics is more important than aesthetics. Serious issues are not suitable for jokes. Accepting a gift may lead to an unwanted commitment. The highest form of beauty is that which reveals the essence. Ornaments are not needed. All right, now I don't think that is an answer to your question, Very Happy Mondays. I'm going to do a tarot read for you. But whoever that was for, you're welcome. Okay. All right, let's get a tarot read for Very Happy Mondays about whether 2026 will be beneficial for relocation. It's actually surprisingly rare that the I Ching doesn't give a very straightforward answer to a question, especially a question like that. This is usually the kind of question that the I Ching answers very, very directly. Okay. So 2026. There we go. Okay. This makes more sense. Yes. All right. Yes, it does seem like a propitious year. Maybe it's been. Maybe you found the energy shifting recently. This is the energy of having to fight for yourself, just being eased a little bit and allowing you to do a little bit more of what you like doing and what you actually want to do, that kind of stuff. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed, as in, yeah, you're no longer in that having to defend every single move that you do energy that maybe you were in even recently, I don't know. And then the Knight of Swords is upright in the general energy of the reading, and that is your ability to just just kind of steam ahead with a vision, with the stuff that you want, actually go and pursue that stuff, and enjoying the process, and not being hindered. You're feeling like things are speeding up. We've got the Eight of Wands here. And everything seems to be going a little bit quicker. We do have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, so you're not feeling like you are in your final established perfect situation quite yet. There could potentially be some friction. I don't know about your particular situation, but it's not impossible. There could be some friction with family, precisely about this situation, and I wonder if it's about the way you think they might feel if you move or something like that. But it does seem like you've got the Ten of Cups, which is really it's a very, very happy energy with a house in the background. Come on, are you going to focus? Come on, focus for me. There it is. Okay, you can see the house in the background there, and that kind of happy family, and it's everything's beautiful. All right, you get the general idea. I'm sorry that my camera's not focusing on that very well. But yes, it seems like if you go ahead, this is what to expect. But there is also the Knight of Coins. Oh, actually, that's not a bad thing. Knight of Coins reversed, which could very well point to, well, it could point to two things. It can mean a lack of stability, but I don't think that's what we're getting here. I think what you were getting here is finally coming unstuck, right? Just maybe you've been treading in mud recently, and which would be the kind of very slow energy of the Knight of Coins, and this is reversed, saying that maybe you're coming out of that energy finally. The recommendations are the Pope and the Two of Coins reversed, and the Pope is a very nice card pointing to commitment. Yeah, so that's really nice. In terms of buying property, it's a very nice example of commitment, right? It's a long-term commitment. You're buying a property, you're establishing yourself. This is where you're going to live, and the Two of Coins is about non-commitment. so I think both of the cards are really pointing to the same thing, because the Two of Coins is reversed, and it's about somebody who likes to juggle two things, never quite making a choice, never quite making a decision, with kind of choppy waters behind there, kind of making the whole situation a little bit unstable. Well, your recommendation is to go ahead with the commitment. It seems like you're being recommended to do that. So after a couple of false starts there with the Ching, that was funny. It does seem like your tarot is pointing to a yes. Hopefully that helps. Very happy Mondays. Okay, let's see. We've got a couple of more questions here. We've got the first one from Are You Spiritual? Happy Christmas to you. I'd love insight on where to focus my energy in 2026, particularly a new creative project. Thank you. I love your guided meditations. Thank you. Glad to hear you're focusing on that. Yes. I'm excited. I think it's going to be something useful, something that other people aren't doing better than me, kind of thing, I'm excited for it. So let's see. Any insight on where to focus their energy in 2026, particularly a new creative project? That's exciting, isn't it? There we go. Let's draw some cards. Okay, Page of Coins, the Star reversed. The way you're feeling about it is the Ace of Cups reversed, but also the Eight of Swords reversed, so that's good. What you can expect, oh goodness, the Four of Coins reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, the Hermit reversed, got so many reversals. Two recommendations: Intuition upright, the Knight of Cups upright. Ooh, nice, quite exciting energies here. The situation you're in, yeah, you're looking for how to earn a living. Yeah, quite simply, with the Page of Coins. It seems like your hopes are not quite being heard by the universe. It might be a question of well, we'll talk about what you can do about that in a moment, because we do have those very nice recommendation cards at the end. The way you're feeling right now is that, yeah, you're not fulfilled emotionally, and this absolutely makes sense in the context of not being fulfilled creatively. Yeah. But with that Eight of Swords reversed, it could be that after having felt a little bit stuck for a long time, that's coming to an end. Like the chains are coming off at last, right? The blindfold, the cage, it's all kind of dissolving, and so that you can start coming back into your own power again, right? Now, if you change nothing, but it sounds to me like you're not intending to change nothing, right? If you change nothing, however, if you continue doing what you've always done, okay, your stability crumbles, your security crumbles, your interest is going to drop. You're going to find yourself being very bored indeed, and you're going to find yourself being secluded, but not in a good way, not in a way that fosters inner growth, but rather in a way that just makes you smaller because of no longer interacting and therefore growing from other people's input and energies and just from interactions, right? We are social beings, and spending more and more time on our own is, yeah, it's not ideal, it's not good. And so, what are your recommendations? Well, we've got the Intuition card, which is really the High Priestess. Yeah, I have two High Priestess cards in my Terra Volatile deck. This is the Terra Volatile deck. It's mostly the only deck that I use. You know, I do use a few Oracle decks alongside it, but this is mostly the deck that I use, unless I'm out, in which case I use a little pocket Smith weight deck. Well, that Intuition card speaks for itself, really. It seems like you know what the answer is. And if you are not conscious of it yet, just a little bit of digging into your unconscious through meditation. Just sit for a few moments every day. The answer will come. It's on the surface, just trying to come out, right? So give it a chance to come out by quieting your conscious mind, and that is how you can allow these messages from the unconscious mind to come to the forefront. So a little bit of meditation should bring up the answers that you need. But also you've got the Knight of Cups here, and that is to pay attention to the emotions that come up when the suggestions appear in your, after your meditation. You get an idea of what you want to do. Notice how it makes you feel emotionally, just thinking about it. Yeah, explore the various aspects of what this would entail, and then notice the emotions that arise as a direct result, and then make a decision based on that. It seems like a really positive, healthy approach. So there we go. Are you spiritual? Hopefully that helps. Let's continue. Oh yes, I will, Holly Finch. I will say the name of the tarot reader who recently did a reading for me. It was. I'm so sorry. It's a two-barrel Spanish name, and for the moment I haven't memorized it, but I am going to memorize it soon because she was really so good. Let me see. Maria, I want to say Alvez Hernando, something like that. I'm just going to check. Maria Alviz, Alviz, and then Hernando, Hernando. Let me see if I can maybe find her website. Maria Alviz Hernando. There we go. Sibyl's Tarot. Yes, just finding her website here, the sibyltarot.com. I will paste it into the live chat. Boom. There we go. Strong recommendation. She's lovely. She's great. Yes, and surprisingly affordable. Yeah, clearly. A good one to know. Okay, Holly Finch, yeah, question from you. All right, let's do it. Hubby and I got a boat some years back, big sailing boat project, that's exciting. However, we hit a wall restoring it. Will we be able to restart that project together? I'm gonna go for the I Ching. Let's see if I've angered it or something. No, quite seriously, I'm surprised about the previous outcome, but maybe somebody just needed to hear that message. So let's see. Holly Finch. Hubby and I got a boat some years back. Hit a wall restoring it. Will we be able to restart that project together? I'll attempt the I Ching, okay? But we can do a tarot read if this doesn't yield results. Okay, let's take a look. No changing lines, it's just hexagram 48, the well. Needs must be sorted according to their importance. If you ignore your essential necessities, the marginal ones are totally worthless. It sounds like possibly there are superseding projects to be worked on, I don't know. Our inner wealth is infinite. It's just a matter of finding it. Those who get it do the same for others. Spending in tools makes work easier. Oh, this is actually, all right, I'm sorry, I Ching, for being flippant earlier on. This is a beautiful response to Holly Finch's question. So once again, needs must be sorted according to their importance. If you ignore your essential necessities, the marginal ones are totally worthless. Don't ignore your essential necessities, or the marginal ones, the nice to haves don't have space, right? Our inner wealth is infinite. It's just a matter of finding it. Those who get it do the same for others. This is the line that that really tells me that this is the right read for you. Spending in tools makes work easier. There we go. It does seem to be a question of acquiring the right tools, Holly. I'll just grab a couple of cards for you there, just to check, just to make sure. Anyone wanting to? I've just seen DG Pole Dance's answer there. Thanks. I plan on booking a one-to-one with you next year. Just a little heads up, anyone who's watching right now, my prices are going to go up kind of significantly in January. So my recommendation is to book on the 31st of December, because yeah, you know, when your paycheck comes in or whatever, because on the 1st of January, yes, my prices are going to go up about 50%. I haven't changed my prices since I started doing these things like 5 years ago, and the world has changed significantly since then. So yes, I'm sorry. I wish I could keep my prices the same as they were 5 years ago, but you know that life doesn't cost the same as it did five years ago, unfortunately. And so yes, so the prices are going to go up, and anyone who's got a code, a voucher or whatever to get money off, the price will be reduced not by 20% but by 33%, right? So that you get the old price basically, right, of $100. But yes, it's going to go up to 150 for a 1 hour session. Yeah, again, I'm so sorry. But yeah, with these live sessions, you can still get a quick read for like five quid, $5 or whatever, or however much you are generous enough to share with me. So let's take just a couple of cards here for Holly. Yes, just a sense of we got the Magician reversed and the Ace of Swords reversed. So there's the blockage seems to be beyond just tools. There's a sense of I don't know, just an undercurrent of disempowerment, which is inaccurate, by the way. You have the power, but it feels like you might be struggling to access that power right now. Yeah, the Ace of Swords reversed points to me to the fact that it's not actually accurate that you're lacking the power. You have the power, but it just feels like you're lacking the power at the moment. The way you're feeling about it right now is that, yes, you've got the Seven of Swords reversed. You're just not able to do the stuff that is good for you. So it's going to be maybe an internal process first, and then working on the boat as an outcome of that, right? But it does seem like you're being possibly guided. Yeah, I mean, with as a recommendation, you've got the Five of Swords. Yeah. So the Five of Swords is about going for victory for yourself, not for anyone else, but for yourself. The general direction in which you're going, you know, if you change nothing, is the Nine of Swords. So constant worry, troubles, you know, staying up at night and just overthinking and just going around in circles. You know that those kinds of patterns. But yes, with the Five of Swords in the recommendations, it does seem like you're being called to do what's good for you. Do what's good for you, and focus on that for a little bit. Yeah. Hopefully that helps a little bit, Holly. And thank you again for your kind super chat. All right, we've got a question from Scott Massino. Hello, Scott. How to beat my fears of fighting my dragon again. Let's check that out, Scott. Lovely to have you here, Scott. I do know which dragons you're talking about, or dragon. Let's take a look. Five of coins reversed, the Knight of Coins, no, excuse me, Five of Coins, Knight of Coins reversed is the general energy of the read. Then we've got the way you're thinking about it, the Three of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands upright. What to expect, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands reversed. And your path ahead, your recommendations, how to make this the best outcome possible, is the Seven of Coins and Intuition. So that is the High Priestess. Let's take a look. That Five of Coins and the Knight of Coins reversed, it's really suggesting a focus on what has gone wrong, a sense of being stuck, but not in a sense of taking it slow and being methodical and stuff like that. No, being stuck in a way that feels a little bit annoying, if that makes sense, right? I just changed my card here so that we are not taking any more questions. The way you're thinking about it, you're still in the planning phases, it seems. Haven't quite launched the assault or whatever, right? Haven't quite launched the boat. Launched the idea, yeah. Launched the plan. Still very much in the working out the what ifs here. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, if you continue doing what you've been doing and just continuing down the current road, you'll come to a situation where the truth comes to light, and that is really, really essential. And there is the Page of Wands reversed, suggesting that possibly someone who has wielded a lot of power, but not expertly, is going to be stripped of that power, which is kind of good, right, for your particular situation, I think. Couple of recommendations. The first is that with that Seven of Coins reversed, that first recommendation to me is that it's not yet time to reap the rewards of your efforts. Yeah, but to know when the time will be. So I don't know. Is it a question of hold back a little bit or something like that? I'm not sure. But with that intuition card, what that suggests to me is that you will know when the right time to reap those rewards will be. It's not now, but it's possibly soon, and you should pay attention to your intuition to know when that is. All right, hopefully some meditation can help with that. All right, I hope that helps to an extent, Scott. There we go. A question from Donia. Would PayPal help more if one wanted to simply donate? I'm aware YouTube can take quite a bit of the donation, at least in the United States. Yeah, YouTube take 30%. PayPal takes something like 5%, maybe even less. So yes, it's true. PayPal, if you just want to make a donation, then PayPal donations are very, very much appreciated. You can make a donation at foolishfishbooks@gmail.com. So that's always very, very appreciated. But yes, really, the trade-off is that they are individual payments on PayPal, and I have to declare each one of those individual payments, transform them into Polish zlotys, and then declare those for tax purposes. Whereas all of the YouTube donations, and thank you so much, Donia, all of the YouTube donations just come in as a single payment at the end of the month, so it's a lot easier for me to handle the YouTube payments for sure. Even though I do miss out on a few more pennies, but that's really no problem. So there we go. Thank you so much, Donia. That's so kind. I really appreciate your donation. Everyone, I want to wish you a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to visit www.foolishfish.net to book a one-to-one chat with me, to see all the stuff that I offer and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'll likely see you tomorrow evening. Let me just check. Tomorrow evening will be Tuesday, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow evening. There we go. So see you then, folks. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and yeah, see you again with another one. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.